My name is Dr.P.C. Patel, Chief Soil Health Specialist, Bhavnagar, and Professor, College of Agriculture, Parul University, Gujarat, India. So today the topic is maintaining soil health by fertilization. So soil is a life-sustaining natural resources. You know that it takes 200 to 500 years to make 1 inch of topsoil. But the top 1 inch soil has been destroyed due to heavy rainfall. But it requires 200 to 500 years to make 1 inch topsoil. But when there is a high intensity rainfall, then it has been washed out and fertile soil has been washed, and we are not getting the more crop production. A healthy soil, a healthy agricultural soil is one that is capable of supporting the production of food and fiber to a level and with a quality sufficient to meet human requirement together with continued delivery of other ecosystem services that are essential for maintenance of the quality of life for humans and the conservation of biodiversity. Soil health benefit for sustaining crop production. The benefit of healthy soil in sustaining crop production are most evident when growing conditions are less than ideal. Healthy soil increases the capacity of crops to withstand weather variability, including short-term extreme precipitation events and intra-seasonal drought. So when our soil is healthy, then it can withstand the high rainfall or drought condition. Increasingly, highly variable weather conditions present increase risk to crop and require more careful attention to conservation planning to mitigate impact of soil health and crop productivity. So farmers who improve soil health increases the amount of soil carbon being stored and recycled. So when the soil is healthy, then there will be sufficient soil carbon in the soil. The increased carbon flow increases microbial numbers and efficiency, leading to improved plant photosynthesis. The entire soil ecosystem functions at higher level. The overall effect are healthy plants that have less diseases and insect issues and higher overall yield. So you know that when the human beings are taken the healthy food, then there will be less chances of the diseases. And during Corona-19, we have observed that the doctors are advised us to take the healthy food so that we can increase the immunity of our body, and there will be less chances of the Corona-19. So similarly, also it's true that when the soil is healthy, then there will be less diseases and insect issue and higher overall yield. When the less disease and insect issue, then obviously we are getting a higher crop production. Soil compaction can have an impact on disease organism. Saturated or waterlogged soil in compacted soil become nutrient depleted, especially in micronutrient, leading to more diseases. So when soil is waterlogged or saturated, then there will be nutrient depletion, particularly micronutrient, and there will be more chances of the disease to the plant. The best way to reduce disease in crop rotation with biological microbial buffering. So you can see that girl keep the balance, and so she can walk on a rope. So similarly, when we keep the balanced fertilization, then we keep soil healthy and we produce the higher crop production. Fertilizer application. These are applied to supply the plant adequate amount of nutrient in a balanced proportion. Their long-term use does not lead to reduced soil organic matter level. Application of nitrogen fertilizers does not lead to larger nitrogen deposition. So you can see the plant requires 17 plant nutrients. So plant and the crop that grow get their nutrient from the soil they grew in. So the plant take the nutrient from the soil. So if the soil health is good, then they have the sufficient nutrient, and plant health is also good because the plant uptake the nutrient from the soil. Crop grown in nutrient-rich soil have higher nutrient content. So the healthy soil, then higher nutrient content in soil. So obviously plant take higher nutrient, and the healthy plant have higher uptake of the nutrient, and it produces the maximum crop production. I told that there are 17 essential plant nutrients required for optimum plant growth and development. If one of these nutrients is deficient, the crop life cycle will be negatively affected, even when all other essential nutrients are adequately supplied. Suppose we are supply 16 essential elements, but zinc deficient or iron deficient, then plant growth has been affected. Therefore, we should have to carry out the soil analysis before sowing of the crop. Maximum yield potential can only be achieved when the proper balance of nutrient in place. Apply balanced chemical fertilizer along with well-decomposed organic manure, compost, vermicompost, cakes as per the soil test value. Perform soil testing at reputed lab for maintaining soil health. So previously, I have given the YouTube that integrated farming system. So in integrated farming system, we have to apply organic manure, chemical fertilizer, compost, vermicompost, cakes, then biofertilizers. All these things we are co-incorporated in the soil, and soil remain healthy. Then soil pH affect availability of plant nutrients. You know that the soil having this soil pH 6.5 to 7.5, then majority of the nutrients are more available to the plant. But in soil, the pH is decreasing, then micronutrients are more available. When the soil pH is increasing, particularly in saline alkaline soil, the pH is greater than 8.5, then you can say here the nutrients are less available. Similar the case in acid soil. But in normal soil, majority of the nutrients are available to the plants. Identify the nutrient deficiency problem in plant by visual diagnosis, but confirm it after plant analysis, and choose the correct nutrient fertilizer source for applying in soil or foliar to alleviate nutrient deficiency. So here are the nutrient deficiency problems. So you can see that in our Sevama Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory, we are carried out the soil, water, and plant analysis. So by visual diagnosis, we can see, but for confirmation, we have to carry out the plant analysis, and you can send the plant analysis, plant sample or leaf sample to a laboratory, Sevama Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory, Bhavnagar. Again, balanced fertilization. So application of balanced fertilizer based on the actual limitation of nutrient in the soil is very crucial to increase production and productivity of crops. Here you can see the rice production. So the ideal ratio of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium is 2:1:1. So in narrow 5.5, 1 and 2.7 near to ideal ratio, then we are getting the 5.9 ton per hectare rice grain. But when the ratio is wider, then you can see here there is less crop production. So we should have to keep the ideal ratio of NPK, and for that, before sowing of the crop, we should have carried out the soil analysis, and whichever nutrient is deficient or medium, that nutrient we should have to add in soil, and the nutrients are suppose rich, then we have to apply only 20 to 25%. Overuse and underuse of fertilizers. Overuse of fertilizer, particularly nitrogen, may lead to nitrogen deposition. Chronic nitrogen addition may increase soil nitrogen mineralization. So don't give burden to soil. Whatever the requirement of the soil, that should we have to add. Excessive use of nitrogen fertilizers lead to soil acidification, a negative soil health trait as it lead to imbalance in nutrient availability. Underuse of fertilizer means that soil nutrient exported with crop are not being replenished, leading to soil degradation and decline in yield. Soil degradation means the soil become saline, then alkaline condition, or even your soil become the acidic. And you know that in soil degradation, then the crop productivity has been declined. Why test soil health? So here during the corona, we have testing the corona-19. Similarly, here we are also carried out the water test. So soil health can be tested by chemical test. It should be chosen based on production system, the basic parameter pH, nutrient status, pKmg, and soil organic matter should be tested regularly. The farmers are adopting intensive farming. Use of high analysis fertilizer means urea, DAP, single super phosphate, muriate of potash. That is called high analysis fertilizer. The particular one or more nutrients are greater in amount. But in a manure, the nutrient content is low. And use of very small quantity of organic matter. Because you know that farmers are using only 1 to 2 ton farmyard manure per hectare, but the actual requirement is 10 to 15 ton per hectare. The soil showed multi-nutrient deficiency, therefore there is need of testing soil periodically. So you have to monitor the soil at soil testing laboratory. So you can see here that indiscriminate means more use of unbalanced fertilizer, now multi-nutrient deficiency. In 1950 year, only nitrogen deficiency we have observed in our Indian soil. In 1960, the deficiency of nitrogen and iron. In 1970, nitrogen, iron, and zinc. But at present, 2010, we are observing the deficiency of nitrogen, iron, zinc, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, manganese. And at present, and if you are not carry out the soil analysis, then only we are apply the nitrogen, phosphorus, or potassium only, then there will be possibility of the deficiency of the multi-nutrient deficiency in 2025. So you will observe the molybdenum deficiency, boron deficiency, and so on. So decline nutrient use efficiency. So I told that the farmers are apply the imbalanced fertilizer in soil without carrying out the soil analysis, and they are applied as per his wish or the advice of the fertilizer merchant. And you can see from 1970, the fertilizer response is greater, but at present, the fertilizer response is declined. I remember that previously, a 1 urea bag is sufficient for 0.25 hectare of land. But at present, we should have to add 2 bags of urea in the similar area, 0.25 hectare. So welcome to Sevama, Agri Clinic and a laboratory will ensure you always get the best results. So it is our laboratory, Sevama Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory. So soil testing, the practice of soil sampling and testing will help the farmer to know exactly what nutrients are required by their farmer. Having in mind the soil type and its nutrient capability will help one to know what kind of crop to grow and kind of pest to use during pest and disease control. So carried out soil water and plant testing for plant nutrient as well as plant disease diagnosis, bacteria, fungi, and nematode from soil and plant sample at our reputed laboratory, Sevama Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory, Bhavnagar, Gujarat, India. The website is sevama.in. The other firm is Mati Agromart Private Limited, Bhavnagar. And the website is www.matiagromart.com. So please contact helpline number +91 63 59 59 59 59. If you have any problem related to nutrient in soil, or if you have low crop productivity, or if you have the problematic soil, either saline alkaline soil, then please contact me. My name is Dr. P.C. Patel, and I am working as Chief Soil Health Specialist at Sevama Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory, Bhavnagar, Gujarat, India. So soil sampling procedure for chemical analysis. So we have to draw 15 to 30 centimeter depth soil because soil is heterogeneous. So we should have to draw the 15 to 20 places or from 1 acre land. Then after that, here you can see awareness creation on sampling. They are the farmers. Then collection of soil from pit. Then preparation of composite samples. Then you watering. And we require only 250 gram. Then after that, you have to label them, put the labels, write down your name, plot number, which crop to be grown, previous crops, etc. So healthy soil, healthy plants, healthy people. So here, save soil. Thank you very much. If you have liked my video, then please subscribe. Thank you very much.